Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. There's been a pretty significant series of questionable decisions from Call of Duty and Activision over the past couple of months, ceasing and desisting on various community-made mods that a lot of players are very much so looking forward to, announcing that Warzone 1 is going to be shut down here in just a couple of months' time. It's been, like I said, a rough couple of weeks and a rough couple of months. But this past week, we've finally got a good update from Call of Duty. It's been some time, but yes, they finally have done something positive. It is in fact possible in this day and age. We also have some new in-game updates to break down and even some new free content as well. And in fact, we're going to start with that. It's actually been some time since we've talked about this, but this past week, Call of Duty did announce that we have a brand new Prime Gaming bundle now available in Warzone and Modern Warfare 2. We had a couple of these to start off the year. I want to say we had one for Season 1 and 2, but then since then, we really haven't seen much news in the way of Prime bundles. And this was a thing that's been kind of a constant every single season throughout MW 2019, Cold War, and Vanguard as well. So kind of weird that it's slowed down this year, but regardless, we do have a brand new one now live in game. Call of Duty posted this earlier on this week. Time to settle this out on the track. Prime Gaming members, your new free bundle for Warzone and MW2 is here. In order to actually claim the rewards here, you just have to link your Activision and your Prime Gaming account, which you can do on the Prime Gaming website, gaming.amazon.com. And with this new Prime bundle that's available, it ends in 27 days, so you basically have a month to go through and claim this. You end up getting a handful of new rewards. You get the straightaway Victus XMR blueprint, the Speed Boost Lockman Sub or MP5 SMG blueprint, the Dust Maker UTV vehicle skin, the Heel Toe hatchback skin, which are both sort of like racing themed. Then you also get the racing team sticker as well. So handful of free rewards. You can get in game a couple of blueprints, a couple of vehicle skins, nothing too crazy, but at the end of the day, free content is free content, right? Now, as mentioned, we do have a couple of different in-game updates that have been pushed live over the past couple of days, including one that does actually unlock some free content as well, or some free features, I guess you could say. Beanox, who covers the PC end of Warzone and MW2, and basically Call of Duty in general, ended up posting earlier on this week that we have completed part 2 of the Vandal Community Challenge. You might recall that right now we've got that going on in the background, which as we continue to progress through various different parts of it, unlocks new content to use in game and new features to use in game. And part 2 being unlocked means that the reinforcement flare is now live in game. And honestly, this is a very cool piece of equipment. It basically acts as a buyback that you can either get from a buy station or find via ground loot. And once you actually shoot this up into the sky, it's still going to give off the flare-like icon like you would if you bought a teammate back at a buy station, but it is going to randomly redeploy one of your teammates. So it's not a specific teammate, it's just one of them that's not currently alive and in game, but it's a super clutch way to potentially get somebody back if there is no viable buy station in play or you can't reach it in time, right? So this is a really cool piece of equipment, as mentioned. Very excited to see all the cool plays that stem from this, and very excited to be able to hopefully get back in game late game, because it's always that situation of there's one buy station left in play and like it's just not possible to get to it. You need that clutch revive. This drops, you find this out of a chest, boom, there you go. One of your squad mates is back. Part 3 also for the Vandal community event is going to unlock the favorite supply box, and that ends up dropping you your custom loadout guns, and that'll be unlocked by reaching 375 million medals. So we should probably hit that here in the coming days. We'll have that available to use in game as well. Now, the Call of Duty Updates Twitter account also posted about a handful of new Vandal and Resurgence based updates that went live earlier on this week. They say a minor update for Vandal Resurgence has gone live with the following. Private matches are now enabled, so if you have a large enough group, you can jump into Vandal private matches now and mess around there. Also, the interrogation mechanic has been enabled there, so if you end up knocking somebody before you actually get that finish and get those UAV pings, you can go over to them and actually interrogate them and get a live update of where their teammates might be. If you're interested in that, I will say this has less value in Resurgence, because if you get the finish, you get the pings as is, whereas in standard battle royale, getting those pings is pretty clutch. So it's there, but it's not always going to be the most useful tactic. Now, as I mentioned at the start of the video, it's been a rough couple of weeks for COD, but this week we did finally see one very positive update. And as we jump into this part of the conversation, Quick reminder, if you guys are new to the channel or if you have not already subscribed and you like what you see, every single day I'm your one-stop shop for all things going on in COD. News, updates, leaks, loadouts, you name it, it is right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button, join us on the road to 1 million subs. And if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know by dropping a like on it as well. Would be seriously appreciated. Now, you might recall that for some time now, there's been a major security threat going on various older Call of Duty titles. I have seen some rumors saying that MW2 and Warzone 2 weren't safe, but the last I recall, Activision said that the problems that were going on in older CODs had not reached Warzone 2 and MW2, so no issues there. But Cold War was the main one. We talked about this some days back, made a whole video saying, you know, don't play Call of Duty right now. If you play an older COD, you're risking your security. They could hack into your actual PC, install various malware and viruses on your computer. It was a whole ordeal where, like, straight up playing Call of Duty was a major issue for you, and you shouldn't have been playing it. But now we actually have an update on the situation. Not only a couple of days back did they say, hey, we found out who was doing the hacking on Cold War, we've issued a cease and desist, and so that person couldn't cause those issues anymore. The Call of Duty Updates Twitter account did post saying, for Black Ops Cold War, a security update has been released on all platforms. There are more additional updates in progress, so they're not done updating the security of Cold War and some of these older Call of Duties, but a main security update has actually been released, which should mean that these games are safer now to play. That said, some of the older Call of Duties, like if you're going way back, Infinite Warfare, Advanced Warfare, MW2, Black Ops 2, like various titles like that on Steam, those are still relatively unsafe because of just how hacked the lobbies are. Even on console, if you were to find a lobby, those could be problematic as well. So not every COD is going to be the safest, especially the older ones, but some of the more recent ones now, specifically Cold War, are in a state where, you know, it's not a major security risk to jump on and try and play. So I've been getting a lot of questions about that. Is it still unplayable? Am I still at risk? Simple answer here, according to the Call of Duty Updates Twitter account, that security update has been pushed live. And then finally, one last little update from the COD Updates Twitter account. They say for Modern Warfare 2, they are investigating an issue where invasion servers in Australia and Asia have only been seeing Saeed as a map, and that potential fix is now out as well. I'm always seeing a lot of comments, a lot of concern about these servers in Australia and Asia and in various different regions. Unfortunately, certain regions do just struggle with an actual populated player base, and so the servers oftentimes do struggle, or there is limited capacity for what they're able to do there. And there's no real fix that I'd imagine would be coming for that. So I know some players have been saying, in ranked, I can't find matches because of where I'm at, and that's kind of just the nature of the beast. I'd be surprised if Call of Duty ends up updating that stuff, because it's been that way for some time, which is just ultimately pretty unfortunate for those impacted in those regions. But if you're an avid invasion player, there should be updates there now to make that experience a little bit more enjoyable. With that being said, that is going to wrap things up for today. A handful of new updates now live in game, and most importantly, we've finally got an update on the security issues for COD as well. If you guys enjoyed the video, let me know by dropping a like on it, and if you're new here, you want to stay up to date with all things, be sure to hit that sub button and turn on those post notifications. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.